Hello everyone, my name is Andy. Today is Saturday, July 1st. Time is around 1:30 GMT. And today I would like to start with a new video series. So normally in the weekends I'm doing analysis of the higher time frame, the weekly, the daily, of different indices, the NASDAQ, the DOW, the FTSE and the DAX. And then during the weekdays, I'm providing daily updates for traders about the NASDAQ, the FTSE, the DOW, and the DAX. And so now I would like to start with something new, like a recap of the trading week, let's say, like where we have a look at the four indices I'm covering. And so to look back, what went good, what went not so good, where did we had good trades. So this is rather educational content, I would say, to learn about Elliott wave and to learn about a good trading system. So it's just an experiment that I'm doing today. So if you like this kind of content, please let me know by liking or commenting, so that I know that we can continue this video series or not. So I will start with the Nasdaq. So here we have the 1 hour graph of the Nasdaq. So everybody who is watching my Nasdaq analysis on a daily basis should know that I said several times that we are at a crucial area for the Nasdaq, in the sense that we reached an upper boundary here of an area from where we can reverse. We are also at resistance, and in the 4 hour we see divergence. So we have some indications that this could be a high, but it does not has to be. Like, my primary scenario is still that we will see some more upside. The Nasdaq is bullish, so there is not really a reason to become completely bearish on the Nasdaq. And so if we are bullish, what do we have to do then? We have to buy the pullbacks, and this is what we were doing last week. So a first area that we bought, like a first area that I give you to buy, was this area, and this was the equal leg area from this A, this B, and this C. So you find this area by taking the length of your wave A, the length of your wave B, and then this area between the 1 and the 1.618 pip extension is your area to buy. As you can see, we had a nice push from here. This was a first move up. We took our profit because I was also in doubt that the correction would be over here. This would have been a very shallow correction. Sometimes this happens, but yeah, from experience, I just thought that we could pull back more, and this is what we also did. And then what we were aiming for was to buy again in this area here. So this area was again an equal leg area. So we looked for a new ABC pattern, and what we found was we took the length of our wave A, the length of our wave B, and then here this area was again the area to buy. Unfortunately, we did not reach this area, but I told you this was not this was not a reason to not enter the trade anymore. We could still enter in this move up. And then I told you on Friday, I believe, that we just had to wait for a first wave one up, some kind of ABC down, and that we could then move up again, that buyers would step in here. And this is actually exactly what happened. So we had a very good day yesterday. We just touched this area, and then we moved up. So now I will update my charts, it looks like we are doing this. So that this was the ABC, this was our 4. Unfortunately, we did not reach this area to go long, but we could enter here. We had the first wave 1 up. Let me zoom in to the 15 minutes, make this more clear. So we had the first wave 1 up, we had our ABC pullback, and so this is our wave 2 to the downside. And now we have, or on Friday, it looks like we were doing our wave 3 to the upside. So this wave 3 to the upside does not has to be finished. I think we can see still more upside. Like it could play out something like this would be my my primary scenario. So if you are long, I would stay long, but again, protect your trade, because if this is some kind of high, we might start to pull back from here as well. So I would protect my trade, also take again some profit or full profit. You can also always re-enter if we are pulling back a bit. So this is a matter of yeah, personal preference, execution, your own trading system, your risk management. But so for now, this in the bullish scenario, this looks incomplete. We still need a 4 and a 5. But what we have to look for next week is the bearish scenario, and I will analyze this on Monday in more detail. And this would be like if this was a high, like if we are finished the upward structure here, and everybody who is watching my daily videos should know what I mean. Like if this was our high, this could be our first pullback as a wave 1, let's say. And what we then now have could be a wave 2 to the upside, like something like this: a wave 1 down, a wave 2 up, and then we go down again if the high was in there. So let me put this in another color so it becomes more clear. So a wave 1 down here, a wave 2 up, and then again wave 3 down. Because look, if we take the length of this wave 1 and this wave, like this can be an ABC, you see, A, B, C, and like then this becomes the area from where we will react as a wave 2 to the downside. So if we do not take out this high, it can still be the bearish scenario. So next week, this is definitely an area to look at. We will analyze this in more detail on my during my daily videos. So therefore, because we are approaching this area, it might be a good idea to take again already some profit here, or at least if you're long from here, protect your trade, I would say. So for the NASDAQ, I would say we had a good week. Then we move on to the DOW. Yeah, a lot of notations here. Let me simplify this a bit. So for the DOW, we were also looking like to buy from this area. Unfortunately, we did not reach this area. We started to move up earlier, and then I suggested again on Friday to buy the pullback, but we had some pullback in the NASDAQ as an ABC, but we did not had the expected pullback in the Dow. So here we could not really go long as there was no pullback. So this did not play out. We could not take this trade, but the trade in the Nasdaq worked quite well. This is also why I cover or why I trade more than one index. Sometimes, yeah, for one index it works, for another index it does not work. But yeah, that's part of trading. So now I would say this was our wave 1 down. This was I'm sorry, this was our wave 1 up. We made a wave 1 high here. This was a wave 2 pullback. So it was a rather shallow wave 2 because we did not reach the 0.5 FIP retracement. We started to return a bit above the 0.5 FIP retracement. Yeah, sometimes this happens, and yeah, there's nothing to do about it. I would say it just happens. It's part of trading, but that's okay. So we went up from here, and then I would say that we are. For me, it looks something like this. I would say this is a wave 1. We are doing a wave 1, and so let me check. Yeah, I believe we are now doing something like this. So please do not consider these labels for now. The part to focus on is this here. So we did a wave 2 down, and now it looks like we will start or wave 3 of the higher degree to the upside. So I already showed you the target on Friday, I believe. So we should move into this area if the bullish scenario holds, of course. Therefore, first of all, we have to take out this high. If we do not take out this high, just like for the NASDAQ, let me zoom in to the 15-minute. Just like for the NASDAQ, it might be that this is a wave 2 to the upside. So that we are completed here. So a complete structure here, that we were doing wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the upside, and that we move down again from here. So we are not long, but in case you are long for that you found some entry, it might be a good idea to again take some profit here, like partial profit, and at least protect your trade. I would say if we do not take out this high, this can be a wave 2 to the upside, and then we go down again. But this is again something we will analyze in more detail next week during our daily videos. Then let's go to the DAX. This was also a very successful trade. So we were long from here, from this area. So I gave this area, really some a couple of days ago, not even previous week, but the week before. So the situation in the Dow and in the DAX is that in my primary scenario, we did the wave 1 here to the upside. This was wave 2 to the downside. And now we are ready, or we are doing our wave 3 to the upside. This is my primary scenario. So we were long from here. I also told you that we could struggle a bit here in this area, and this was what we were actually doing for 3 days. So from Wednesday till Friday, we did not really move here. We just stayed here bumping around. But then finally on Friday, the bulls took over again, and we had this nice push up. So again, nice profit here, I would say. So this looks still very, very strong. This looks like we will have more upside, but again, I always consider multiple scenarios. You have to do this as an Elliott waiver. This is really the strength of Elliott wave, in my opinion, that you can analyze different possibilities. And like if we look at the bearish scenario here, then like if this was a high, then this could have been a wave 1 to the downside, which means just like for the NASDAQ, just like for the DOW, that we will have here a wave 2 to the upside. And then look, if this is a wave, if this is a wave 2 to the upside, we could have something like this here. So this was our wave A, a very short wave B like this. And as you can see, look, we are approaching the area from where we can expect again reaction to the downside if in the bearish scenario. So if this is our overall high, also in the higher time frame. So again, next week we will have a look at this. I hope you you already took profit yesterday, or at least some profit, or take some profit and further protect your trade. If we have pullback, you can enter again. But we are approaching an area from where we can expect a reaction to the downside, or at least again some difficulties to move upwards. But again, we will analyze this in more detail on Monday. And then so I'm also tracking the FTSE. So there the FTSE already turned bearish. So this offers opportunities for short trades. As you can see, we are making lower lows, lower highs from here. Yeah, an alternative scenario is, of course, that we already have 5 waves down from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that we now will do a bigger ABC correction to the upside. This is possible, but as you will see in my higher time frame, I think the correction to the downside is not yet finished. So therefore, I believe it might still be a good idea to initiate short trades, and this was actually what we were trying on Friday. So I made a suggestion to short the ABC, but we had to wait for this area here, because you want to see an ABC structure. And so the first ABC structure I saw was this structure here. So we found this area by taking the length of wave A, the length of wave B, and then the area between the 1 and the 1.618 FIP extension. I'm sorry, I have to do this more accurate. So like this, yeah, this should be my area. So between the 1 and the 1.618 FIP extension is the area from where we can expect a move to the downside. Now, for these kind of trades, I also told you it's really important to see to end here 5 waves and to have divergence. And like Friday, this was simply too strong. There was somebody also commented on YouTube, I believe, that that the push up was not over yet, and this was indeed a very good comment, because on Friday we had a very bullish day among all indices, and like now we start to see some divergence here, but like in the 1 hour, look at this. This is not over yet, if you ask me. So we entered the relevant area, but that does not mean that you have to go short immediately. Conditions should be fulfilled, and the conditions are that you see 5 waves up that end with divergence. And look at this. This took out all the divergence